Hey everybody, welcome back to Welker's Farms for another episode number 2 in season 2 here on Welker's Farms. Alright, it is a beautiful day, folks. It's a little bit cloudy, but the sun is out, the sun is shining, and the birds are singing. Alright, you can see by our bank account, we've got considerably less money. That's because overnight, a lot of the stuff I was waiting for that I secretly ordered is delivered. Here is the hay and straw loft that was delivered on flatbed through the night and set up for me. This is going to house all of the hay and straw that we're going to be feeding the cows once we finally get around to buying them. And we've also got one more surprise here. We did actually have to order another tractor. So the tractor that we have now, the small case tractor, was not powerful enough to pull or push the mowers when we attached them to it. So we had to get a more powerful case tractor, and here it is. So we're going to be using this for mowing purposes and general duties around the farm. So let's go and we'll grab the loading wagon here, and we'll get things set up, and then hopefully we can start mowing the grass soon, and then we can go down to the shop and pick up the other stuff that we also ordered. I should have a tedder and a windrower down there as well, ready for pickup. So we can start this cow business going. First things first, we have to cut the grass, and then we have to ted the grass, and then we have to windrow it, and then we have to use the loading wagon to pick it up and put the hay into the hay loft here for safekeeping. Now, we're not going to cut all of the grass here you see in this ginormous field of grass. We're only going to cut about a third of it, because I just want to see how much hay we can get from each 1/3 section. If we cut the field into thirds or quarters, then we should be able to get quite a bit of hay, and that way when the grass is waiting to be mowed again, or when it's growing, when the grass is growing, we can mow another section, and then so on and so on. So we'll always have a section of grass to mow. I think that's the smart thing that we're going to do here. That looks good on there. And now we can jump in our purple car and drive on down to the shop. And our stuff should be there. The bank account's almost empty, so I'm guessing that it is there, although we did order it overnight, and I did put a rush on it. So hopefully it's there. Let's jump in the car, head on down to the shop, and Shauna should be working, and then we can see if we can pick up our stuff. All right, we're arriving at the shop. Our stuff seems to be here. That looked like a tedder and a windrower, so that's perfect. And of course, Shauna is working today. Hey Shauna, how's it going?
I am fine, but the next time you order something online, can you let me know first?
All right. Can I ask why I need to let you know when I go on the internet?
It's just that these were sitting here when I got here this morning, taking up space.
So you're mad that my 2 small pieces of equipment were taking up a small amount of space in your wicked huge parking lot? Is that it?
Well, there is that, but also when you order online, I don't get a commission.
Ah, there it is. Shauna's mad because Shauna didn't make any money, and Shauna had to work for free. Well, that's too bad.
Anyway, take your stuff home, please. I need to get back to work.
Yeah. Don't worry. I gotta zip back home and grab a tractor, because I brought the car, and then I'll have that stuff out of here as soon as possible. No problem. See you later, Shauna. All right. Now that was that pleasant exchange is over, let's drive the Continental back home. We'll grab a tractor, hit the building, and we'll get all of this stuff back to the farm. Alright, this is the last thing to bring back to the farm. This is the windrower. I'm going to park it right here beside the tedder that we have already brought back. We'll put this smaller tractor back inside the shed because we need to mow the lawn, and we need to use the larger case tractor for that job. Now, as I stated before, ooh, look, soybeans are coming up nice. That's going to bring in a lot of cash. All right. So as I stated before, we're only going to cut about a third of the lawn just to see how much hay we can yield out of that small patch. It should be quite a bit, because when I say small patch, this field is pretty huge. So even if we cut it into quarters or thirds, it's still going to be a lot. It's still going to take quite a while. So I'm hoping that this doesn't take too long. Let's get on over to the tractor here. There's a lot of grass here, which I'm thankful for because I'm pretty sure this cow pen holds a lot of cows. I'm not just looking to get 1 or 2 or 10 cows. I'm thinking maybe hundreds. And this grass will do just fine for grass-fed cattle. We also need some other things too, like some more implements. We need silage. We need a slurry tank. For the slurry, we need manure haulage. We need to get the manure out of there from the cows. And we also need a milk tanker as well. So hopefully that yield of soybeans that are growing over there behind us will give us quite a bit of crop money, because we're down to like $2,000 in our account. So we're going to need lots of money to buy lots of equipment. Hopefully we can get all that done. Mowers work good. All right. So we are just going to spread it all over everywhere because we've got to ted it anyway. So it doesn't make sense to swath drop the grass with these Vicon mowers at this point. We got to ted it and it's going to get all over the place anyway. So we'll just skip a step and then cut the grass, ted it all up, and then we will windrow it and then pick it up with the loading wagon. Let's get this thing moving here. Why isn't this working? Oh, what is wrong with these new mowers? There we go. Perfect. All right. So we've got left and right action as well as center action. That is awesome. All right, well, this is going to take a little bit. Let's crank up the tunes in this tractor, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Whew, that didn't take very long. That is a nice chunk of grass we just cut out of this field here, but no, it could have been a lot worse. We could have had to do the whole side of that field there. All right, let's put the mowers back. We'll grab the tedder, and then we'll start drying this grass into hay. Hopefully that won't take too long. And then after we're done that, we can fire up the windrower and then put it all into nice little pretty lines, and then pick it up with the loading wagon and throw it into the hayloft, and then we will be pretty much done, I think. I don't think there's anything else we can do. We don't have any straw to store. We have to make that. So we're going to have to plant something after these soybeans that makes straw, or maybe half a field of wheat and half a field of something else. I don't know. Maybe some barley, oats. Who really knows? We just need to plant a crop that yields straw in the swath from the harvester so that we can bale it up, and or not bale it up, pick it up with the loading wagon and then throw it in the straw hayloft. Alright, I've never used a tedder before. I'm thinking you just drop it and turn it on. There we go. And then just drive over the grass. Oh, look at that. it's magically turning into hay before our very eyes. Fantastic. Let's finish listening to that song we had on earlier. Well, alright, that worked out pretty well. Wow, that stupid tire's still here. Can't get that out of the ground. I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's fold up the tedder. We'll detach and hook up to the windrower, and then we'll put all of this grass in nice, pretty lines so that the loading wagon can pick it up. I like the way this new equipment works. Alright. Let's get the windrower to go. It's not very big, but it's sort of all we could afford at this point in time. I think maybe as operations get a little bit better and the revenue gets a little bit better and my bank account gets back to normal, we can get a larger windrower, maybe a larger mower with a Krone Big M. You haven't seen that yet? That's awesome. Alright, let the wind rowing commence. Let's crank up some more tunes. All right, well, we are 75% done this whole hay operation. This takes quite a long time. Cutting the grass, tedding it, windrowing it. Now we got to pick it all up. Man, oh, that tire. I got to find a way to get that tire out of here. It's really driving me nuts. All right, well, let's get into the loading wagon here. Or not into the loading wagon. Let's hook up to the loading wagon. And we'll start putting all this hay into the hay loft. And then, I'm not really sure what we're going to do after that. Maybe we'll cut some more grass. Maybe we'll take a little tour around town. Who knows? Well, let's get this done, shall we? Alright, there we go, the last little bit of hay going into the loading wagon here. So this is the second loading wagon. It's got that stupid tire. I think this loading wagon has about a 53,000 liter capacity, so we're just under 100,000 liters of hay into the hay loft. That should accommodate the first 20 or 30 cows when we do plan on buying them, and then we'll have enough hay to feed them for quite a while, and then we still have a lot more grass to cut in the meantime, in case they are really, really hungry and eat 100,000 liters of hay. But I can't foresee that happening. We do need total mixed ration as well, because we want them to have grass, total mixed ration, and straw, and hay, and all of that fun stuff. So, like I said earlier, we do have a lot more expenses to account for. We just need to harvest all those soybeans when they're ready, sell them, and then, what the heck is that? $10 construction cost. Who just built something that cost me $10? We should probably go and check that out. What's going on here? I know it's only $10, but what did they build? I think I was the only one allowed to build things here on my farm. So let's go and figure this thing out. Let's go see if these workers know anything about this. They should be right over here. There they are. Alright, well, let's see. I don't see anything out here. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? What is that? County farm tax, $10,000 daily? Since when am I being taxed? What's going on here? Hey, who put this tax sign out here?
Some guy named David just hammered it in. He said he was commissioned to do it. Said you would know what that meant.
I see. Yep. All right. Commissioned, eh? That rings a bell. I guess they're going to get their money one way or another. All right. I'll take care of it. Just leave the sign there for now. Thanks, guys. Well, I guess we're going to take a little drive down to the shop and have a little chat with David, the commissioned one, who wants to charge me $10,000 a day in county farm tax. Well, I don't think that's going to fly with me. We'll see you down at the shop. All right. This guy better be in his stupid little office here. $10,000 a day. Are you kidding me? It's my farm. Oh, all right. David, get out here. Why can't I get in here? David, let me in. Come on, you big chicken. Let me in. It's me. You know who I am. Get out here. I'll yell at you through the window. Come on. Let me in. Why can't I get in here? Stupid map. No. All right, I'm going to yell at you from out here. David, what's the big idea of putting this $10,000 daily tax sign on my farm?
Well. It looks like the previous landowner forgot to pay his taxes and now there is a bunch of money owed.
What? You're kidding me. I was the previous owner and you were the one that was supposed to be paying the taxes. What the hell's going on? And how in the hell are you the one collecting taxes? What's happening here?
That's right, you've been gone for a while. I was elected mayor last month and I am in charge of collecting back farm tax for the county. Looks like you are first on the list.
Seriously, dude? You're the mayor of Welkers? There's no way you're going to get away with this.
It would seem that I already have. You have a nice day now, sir. Remember, the taxes come out of your account at midnight.
Well, this is just bull. I'm going to leave now before I do something that I'm going to regret. So, got to come up with a plan. I've got $2,000 in the bank. And about, what time is it now? 9 o'clock? Well, let's just say it's 9 anyway. We'll give ourselves that 15-minute buffer. I've got 15 hours to come up with another $8,000. Shouldn't be too hard here on Welkers, but, you know, we're going to have to put it into high gear. I'm going to have to find some work to do today and complete it today and then get paid today. I don't want my bank account going into the negatives. I'm going to need some help from the bank at some point, and if they see me overdrawn, then they're not going to help me with anything. So we've got to get this done. So that's where we're at right now. We've got 15 hours to come up with $8,000 more plus a little bit more. Well, let's just call it an even 10. We've got 15 hours to come up with another $10,000 to pay this idiot who's now the mayor of Welkers. Great. What exactly did I come back to?